Good job. It's a billion-dollar industry and it's doubling every year. E-cigarettes are said to help you quit smoking, but some fear that they're just another way to get hooked.
I've never been a happy smoker, ever. I've just been an addicted smoker.
Dave Croucher has smoked since the age of 13. At its height, he spent $140 a week on cigarettes. But the biggest effect was on his son, Lachlan.
It was very difficult to try and explain an addiction to an 8-year-old. He begged me often to stop smoking.
Dave's son, Lachlan, has a genetic condition called Noonan syndrome. While he lay in hospital after his second round of open-heart surgery, little Lachlan begged his father to quit smoking.
It had a big effect on me after seeing everything he had gone through, how much he had struggled. I felt I owed it to him to do anything I possibly could.
So Dave took up vaping. Vaporizers or e-cigarettes are a high-tech way to get nicotine. A battery inside a steel tube heats a flavoured nicotine liquid, producing a smokeless vapour that users breathe in. The devices are legal here, but the nicotine liquid inside is classed as a poison, so Dave buys it from an overseas supplier.
I last had a cigarette the day I started vaping, which was 61 days ago.
While e-cigs don't contain tar or carbon monoxide, the jury's out on just how safe they really are.
I hope it is the case that they are safe as cigarettes, but we don't know, and we really won't know that until we see many, many years of use. Big Tobacco is buying up e-cigarette manufacturers. The makers of Kent and Newport have bought blue e-cigs for $135 million. IntelliCig was sold to British American Tobacco for up to $50 million. The makers of Camel, Winston and Pall Mall and the company behind Philip Morris and Marlboro have both released their own e-cigarette. Their big ambition is to have people continue to smoke real cigarettes when they can and to smoke e-cigarettes when they can't.
In the past year, I've spent $5,000 on vaping equipment, different mods, different juices.
Damien Duncan turned to e-cigarettes after 30 years of solid smoking.
Over the period of a year, I was spending $12,000 on cigarettes.
Damien has given away the smokes altogether, but he has no plans to quit vaping.
I can breathe, I can run around, I can sit in a pub and have a vape. I can live again.
This has the potential of getting hundreds and hundreds of people off the cigarettes and saving potentially hundreds to thousands of lives.
But not everyone quits smoking on e-cigs. A New Zealand study found the high-tech smokes were only slightly more effective than patches. Just 7% of vapers gave up smoking. So we're hearing a hell of a lot of hype about, oh, it's getting lots and lots of people to quit smoking. The evidence, as opposed to the anecdotes, is showing that, in fact, that's probably not the case. And in mimicking the act of smoking, Simon worries that e-cigs promote the very rituals that smokers find so hard to break. You don't see that with nicotine patches or with gums. You don't even know if people are using those products. But with e-cigarettes, it's unmistakable. Here is somebody doing a big public performance. 1 in 10 US high school students said they tried an e-cigarette last year, or double the number of just 2 years earlier. How many of those kids who would have never got onto nicotine are getting onto nicotine through e-cigarettes who might then get on to real cigarette smoking after that? The way I see it is kids are going to try smoking. Would you prefer that they tried cigarettes, or would you prefer that they tried a safer alternative? Australia has been a world leader in regulating tobacco. So what should we do about e-cigarettes? If we were to sacrifice those gains simply to serve the profits of e-cigarette entrepreneurs, I think that would be an absolute disaster.
I should just dive in there, and there was a statement made that they're a safe alternative. There's actually no science to say they're any safer. Yeah. There's still carcinogens in there. They're a Schedule 7 poison, and in that same category is arsenic and chlorine.
I don't like them. Don't like them.
So the problem is, if you want to work on science, whether they're safe or not, we're not going to know until 2015. There's a big study in University of Queensland. So this is a real slippery slope if we start legalising this.
Avoid.
Thank you, Dave.
And of course, we're not endorsing smoking or tobacco products, but this is a story that isn't going away, and it's important to debate the issues surrounding it.
We'll see you for part 6 after this.